Okay, so I'm back in the combine, and I got a couple of comments I'd like to answer. One comment was, hey, do you think you could throw a camera into your combine and show us how the separation system works? Well, that'd be like sticking my dick in a meat grinder. It ain't gonna work. Sorry to say it so bluntly, but the camera will come out in like little bitty pieces just like my dick would. So, anyway, sorry that I've grossed a couple of you people out and given you images that nobody should give you, but that's what the camera would look like. So, the answer to that one is definitely and undoubtedly, no. I'm not sticking my GoPro, which I do have a GoPro for most of you that don't know that. Got more than a few complaints about the audio. So, you know, that's why I don't use it too much anymore, but I do use it. It's charged up and ready to go right now, actually. I'm going to stick it on the end of my chainsaw and see if I can get some footage. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So anyways, alright, so now here's the next thing. These are soybeans. Now, you can see that they're coming in there pretty good. And if you look back there, which you probably can't see because of the sun being in my back, and you'll have to wait until I get around the corner. The beans are coming in pretty good. These are yielding somewhere between 40-45 bushels the acre, which I am thrilled with. The reason I'm thrilled with that is because when I planted these soybeans, I didn't expect to get any soybeans here. The deer are just absolutely horrendous here. You've got solar panels down the end of the field. There's an internet technology building over to the right there. There's woods, and there's no hunting allowed on this particular farm, which really annoys the ever-loving stuffing out of me. But the amazing thing is that I actually got some soybeans. I mean, I'm getting a good amount of soybeans off of here. So 35, 45 bushels, depending on, you know, what part of the field I'm in. And I can tell you it is from the fish emulsion. I sprayed fish emulsion on this twice. When it came up and got about 3-4 inches tall, I came in, I sprayed fish emulsion. And then after it was up, I don't know, maybe a foot or so, foot and a half, I came back in because the deer were coming back on me and causing me an ass ache. So, okay, so here we go. You should be able to see what's going to go on back there now. Yeah. Let's see what we got. So yeah, I guess that was the other question or comment that I had gotten. Josh from Kansas called me on the phone. I believe it was Josh from Kansas called me on the phone. Yeah, I believe it was. Anyways, Josh from Kansas called me on the phone. No, he sent me a text message. He tried to call me, thought I sounded funny on the phone, and then hung up on me, which is fine. You know, it doesn't matter to me. I'll talk to anybody. He calls me on the phone, hangs up, then he sends me a text message and asks me to say, hey, do you think you could give a shout out to Josh in Kansas? And I said, yeah, I'll try. I'm pretty busy, but, you know, of course, don't hold your breath, but there you go. Anyway, so the other question was, obviously, does the fish emulsion work? I can answer you 100% yes, it does work on two levels. One is the fertilizer level, which is what it is. It is fish emulsion fertilizer. And on the other level is that it does deter the deer from being here. So the work that I've done with the fish emulsion actually, my experiments and my experience with it is get it on when it's about 3 inches tall. You're not going to see much of a benefit there as far as growth to the beans, but it keeps the deer off. And all you got to do is keep the deer off until they're about a foot and a half tall. Then the deer can't seem to get a really good handle on what they're doing to you, you know, on a nightly basis. Here's the worst part of the farm that the deer have they kind of gnawed it off, but it's on the corners and it's shaded anyway. And it's a little bit damp down this end, but that's definitely deer damage there. So, yeah, another comment was, how do you keep your soybeans so clean? I guess they had a red root pigweed problem. Now, red root pigweed used to be a major problem here. Red root pigweed and ragweed. Not giant ragweed, but regular old common ragweed. And, of course, foxtail. Well, I've been using now for a couple, 3 years, Acumen, which is generic Prowl. And these soybeans are of the Roundup Ready variety. So it's it's pretty easy to control red root pigweed if you use the proper amount of Roundup. And you cannot mix Roundup with fish emulsion. They tie one another up. And, well, actually the fish emulsion ties up the Roundup. It's not the other way around. And then it just doesn't work. So you got to come through separately. But yeah, I say the minute you see those button weeds coming on of the red root pigweed or any of that other stuff, you got to get out there and you got to spray Roundup. Prowl works really good. It does. It works really good. And I'm talking H2O, Prowl H2O, not so much the old-fashioned stuff. The old-fashioned stuff that's you can't tell the difference of it. It looks the same. But Prowl H2O you can actually mix with liquid nitrogen, and that works both on corn and soybeans. But yeah, this is Roundup Ready beans, so that's why they're so clean. So anyways, I guess my video has gotten extraordinarily long, and yeah, anyway. Again, guys, check out my website. Shipping overseas can be done if you use the UPS option, which should be there. I haven't been able to look at it, but if it is not there, please email me and let me know if you can't. If we cannot get this resolved with the overseas shipping, which we will, yeah, you send me an email. I personally will make sure that it gets to you. So don't be afraid. Oh, and the coffee mugs, they're not up on the site just yet. Those of you guys that watch my Instagram, that was on there. So anyway, yeah. Oh, what the hell was that? Just saw something going on that combine. Weird. So anyway, yeah, you guys that was watching that, it is that. It's a block of goddamn wood. That's what that is. Anyways, okay, so, yeah, check out the website. Don't be bashful, man. Spend some freaking money, guys. I got a lot of... Oh, fuck, there it went. Well, it's going to go through. It's going to go through. Well, I sent that block of wood through. Oh, well, such is life. Enjoy it. Thanks for watching. You can please comment, rate, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out OneLonelyFarmer.com. The link is in the description below.